You know what I was sure that we weren't going to say in week 12 is that the Cardinals and the Seahawks would be battling for the NFC West lead. But here we are, the
Wow.
Cardinals and the Seahawks. Cardinals right now, one game, right now, currently the leaders of the NFC West. But the Seahawks, with that win against the Niners last week, are kind of back in play. With a win this week, could tie Cardinals and actually take the NFC West lead. What are your thoughts on this game?
Yeah.
Where do you think it's going to go? How do you think it's going to play out?
So Seattle's at home. Geno Smith coming off a big win. Arizona coming off their bye, so they're going to be fully rested. So this is kind of a tough game to call. But honestly, I know who I'm rooting for. I'm rooting for Seattle to win because I need Arizona, to stay close, and then hopefully the Niners can win. And they're back tied with Seattle and Arizona. They're all tied at top at 6-5. So that's my hope. But Arizona's been playing really well. They've Kyler Murray's playing really good football right now, and James Conner is a beast. They also have his backup, who's like averaging like 6 or 7 yards a carry, is Trey Benson. They're giving him some more work, so they've got Marvin Harrison Jr. They've got a lot of weapons now on offense, and their defense is still kind of like a little suspect. So I do think this is going to be a fun fantasy game because it's going to be high scoring. I could see Geno Smith and Kyler Murray airing out, getting a lot of points, a lot of fantasy points. But in the end, I'm going to give it to Seattle, coming off that momentum, like kind of like game season saving win type of thing. So, I think Seattle kind of pulls it off. They got to put it together here and beat the Cardinals. It's going to be a tight game. It's going to be a high scoring game, but I think in the end, Seattle's going to win the game.
Vegas thinks so too. It's Cardinals are favored by -1.
Yeah.
So it's basically a pick 'em, basically.
Yeah,
like it's like
much.
either or, right? I agree with you. I think I don't know. Hold on. I'm curious. I don't know where I go with this one, because I agree with you that the Cardinals, I saw the Cardinals play recently because they played Miami. And that was a close game, but the Kyler Murray that I saw in that game, he's put the controller down, man. He's focusing more on football. He is taking this a little more, not to say that he wasn't taking it seriously before, but he's, and again, we talk about like the development of quarterbacks, man. This shit takes time.
Yeah.
No one can come and just be like a baller the first 3-4 years of their career. It takes time. Look at Baker Mayfield. Look what's happening to him right now. Look at Kirk Cousins. What's happening right now. Look at all these quarterbacks. With Geno Smith, who like all of a sudden without the resurgence that he was going to have. Not to say that he's a top 10 quarterback, but you see what's happening.
Yeah.
So Kyler Murray, for all the criticism that he was getting,
Yeah.
you get him a Marvin Harrison Jr., you get him a good coach, you get him all these things, and look what happens. All of a sudden, he's like a decent quarterback. Who knew, right?
Yeah, exactly. You wonder if he, if they unplugged the BO6 because that just came out and he was on his bye week. So did they put him on like a schedule? Like it's just like the Xbox turns off, or PlayStation or whatever. Kyler Murray seems like he's pretty hardcore, so I bet he's like a mouse and keyboard type of guy. Like he probably plays on he plays on the computer. He's like, he's got his little
he's just typing away and mousing away.
Yeah, exactly. Multitasking.
Whatever he's doing, it's working. I'm going to go against you. I think the Cardinals win. I know you're rooting for the Seahawks, but I think the Cardinals do take it on the road against Seattle.
That is definitely a viable situation, but I'm hoping. Come on, Geno. Write to us.